Quite a few years ago, the wife bought this little device, a combination toaster and egg poacher. Didn't really use the egg poacher that much for quite a while, probably 6 months to a year, and then all of a sudden I started remembering how much I like McDonald's Egg McMuffin, so I decided I'd give it a try. And lo and behold, it's become one of my favorite appliances. After using it for several months, it started to develop this little problem. The egg poaching cup started to have the coating peel off on it. Well, me not wanting to eat a whole lot of paint with my eggs, I decided to look for another solution. Well, these days, like every other time I need something and I can't find it locally, I'm off the internet looking around. Didn't take too long to find out that this back to basics is no longer really available, and they've, of course, had several successor units after they made this one. And, of course, parts aren't available. After looking around for a little while, I ran across this little option, a one egg fry pan. Well, I went back and did a little digging and of course found it on the internet, and then lo and behold found it here at the local grocery store right here in Charleston. Now, as you can clearly see here, of course the original little cup just nested in nicely and sealed up with the unit, so there was no way for the steam to leak out. The new unit, well, not so much. There's going to have to be a little bit of work done to make this thing work. As you can see here, the general fit with a little one egg fry pan is pretty good in the poacher. It's just about the same as the cup was. The old unit worked pretty good, and of course nesting with the other two parts of egg poacher. As you can see here, that worked really well. Okay, next step is figure out where I'm going to put the cut in the existing meat holder cup. I decided I'd go ahead and index it off about 45 degrees and then notch it so of course it would sit as it would be with the original cup, but still allow the fry pan to be used. So after about 30 minutes or so whittling with the Dremel tool, I finally came to this stage, and as you can see, to me it looks almost as good as the original equipment. And now the question on everybody's mind, well, okay, so how good does it cook? Is it making poached eggs as good as it used to? Yes, it is, but you got to do things a little bit differently than you used to. For starters, you basically take the little fry pan and put about a quarter of an inch of water directly into the poacher surface itself. Then you take about another quarter or 3/8 water in the actual little fry pan itself. Then you put the unit all back together, turn it on, and wait for the unit to time out when it boils off all the water in the actual egg poacher. Now, after the egg poacher goes dry, you're going to wind up with probably about 3/8 to a half inch of water in the little fry pan. You want to wait about a minute just to make sure that the egg poacher will not boil off the water, and then take the water in the fry pan and pour it right back into the egg poacher. Now you've got preheated hot water to boil off and make the cooking process quicker. Now it's time to cook me my breakfast. First on the order of agenda is to go ahead and put a little non-stick into the fry pan itself. Now I'm going to crack my one egg and put it directly into the fry pan, knowing of course the egg should come right out. Now, I'm the type of guy that likes a little bit of meat with his egg, so I'll either put some Canadian bacon in there or ham, and in this case it's a slice of ham that's going in on top. Now I've got my preheated water in place in the poacher, my egg in place, my ham sitting up on top. Time to turn this thing on and let's do a little cooking for breakfast. Now I'll go ahead and skip ahead in the original video again and turn the unit back off and get ready to enjoy my breakfast. I've already skipped ahead again and warmed up my McMuffin, cut it, and now I'm ready to go ahead and take the egg out and take the ham out and proceed to make me up a nice little ham and egg sandwich with one good egg. Only problem here I do continue to run into, of course, is a little bit of the water winds up in the egg, so you got to pour the excess water off. And in this case, I'm just in a hurry, so I poured the excess water off right back into the egg poacher. Now it's just a matter of flipping a little egg out of the fry pan and making up the sandwich and get ready to enjoy breakfast. Here we go, my ham and egg McMuffin. Just like McDonald's will make, I didn't have to get in the car and go get it either. Well, I don't know about you, but I think I'm going to eat breakfast. I'll catch you on the next video. Y'all have a good time now here.